For more on this, let's speak to Winston Ma. He's an adjunct professor at the NYU Law School and author of The Digital War: How China's Tech Power Shapes the Future of AI, Blockchain, and Cyberspace. First up, great having you. Second, which concrete capabilities do we see behind these kung fu and dance routines?
For sure. The humanoid robotics definitely stole the highlight of the Spring Festival Gala because it showcased China's rapid progress in embodied AI, aka physical AI, in addition to China's progress in AI models and algorithms, because this is about adding AI to physical objects, especially in the form of human, right? So here you have two aspects of technology breakthroughs here. On the surface, we see the extraordinary flexibility of the robotics that can handle very complex movements. At the same time, behind the scene, for this fleet of robotics to coordinate smoothly and to perform together requires lots of complex coordination in the background, which also requires advanced digital technologies. So essentially, this is about physical AI, both physical manufacturing as well as the AI algorithm and digital coordination supporting them.
And if these robots can run, flip, coordinate informations, how close are we to reliable embodied AI in the real world? How do we take this from the stage to the real world?
Of course, we can look at this in two ways. On one hand, we should say it's still a long way to go before humanoid robotics can really behave like humans, right? For example, for these robotics, after their tremendous performance on the Spring Festival Gala stage, they need the help from human to get off the stage, right? Because they are not as human as we want them to be. But at the same time, this is a tremendous progress in a very short period of time. And furthermore, in many areas, for industrial productivity improvements, we can use physical AI in much simpler form. They do not need to look like human, right? In fact, you can use very mature, advanced physical AI to improve productivity in manufacturing right now, because they do not need to look like human. Instead, you can build the physical AI, embodied AI, in the best solution-oriented way, not necessarily looking like you and me.
And if consumer-grade humanoids are, selling eventually cheaply, who owns, for example, cameras, microphones, the update pipeline inside your home? Who runs that? How does that infrastructure look like?
Definitely, infrastructure is the word. Essentially, this is the same data issue in a new context. In the new context of powerful AI and a robotic, physical AI ecosystem. Just like last decade, right? When we saw the revolution of smartphone and the emergence of digital platforms, especially the app platforms, they have been the data platform for us last decade. For the embodied AI, very similar. The infrastructure for robotics will be the centralized platform to hold these data. Now, in the mobile internet era, right, China has issued multiple laws and rules relating to national security of data and the data privacy of individuals, as well as the data usage rights of the platforms in multiple rules. And essentially, in the new context of AI, we need to find a new balance between these three stakeholders, right? Individuals, corporate platforms, as well as the national securities of the country. It's just a lot more important now because in addition, as compared to dealing with data in two-dimensional smartphone screens, now we're dealing with humanoid robotics, dealing with people directly in the three-dimensional environment. So every user will be sharing a lot more data in 3D more than 2D in the past.
Winston Ma, thank you for joining us. Great having you.